since this luchador debuted on the scene here in Lucha Underground, he's brought a very unique fighting style. Now, this match was born after Cage and Mac fought all over the temple. Dario Cueto came out and said, what a better way to kick off Ultima Lucha with the most violent match he could think of. Falls count anywhere. And here we go. There's Cage at the top of the stairs, and this match is underway.
This is crazy. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it when a thing just breaks out into a fight. The more violent, the better.
Because this is Ultima Lucha, let's not lose sight of the fact that wins and losses really matter. Dario sits down and evaluates each and every luchador.
You know what?
They're high above us here.
Someone's going to take a beating in the bump.
We've seen this before on Lucha Underground. Phoenix was thrown through that ceiling. It's been reinforced. But I think the brutality that's about to come is unprecedented.
Wow.
Notice how no one goes near Cage. Later on, the Believers will have leather straps, but you'll notice in this match, they clear a path for the Machine.
Well, the referee is right there. He's not letting anything go. He's on top of this like an MFer.
Oh, Cage rammed into the barricade. Oh, suplex.
God.
On the wooden bleachers that house the asses of the Believers here in the temple.
Can I speak French for a second, Matt?
No! Those wooden bleachers.
They hurt
Cage
like
makes
hell,
a quick
dude.
exit back to the temple floor.
Matt, I've been through that. You get slammed on
Pay
the wooden
attention.
floor, bro. Watch out! Matt, I'm going to report from the front line, and he is whooping his ass. He bent that chair on his back, broke the door.
Wow! The force of Mac took the damn door off, and Cage is down.
Our educated audience once again speaking French, saying holy something, bro. They just busted down the door. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this, the opening match to a historic night we call Ultima Lucha.
Oh, Jesus.
And the fires of these luchadors will not be extinguished.
Brother, he just blew his face off. Mac looks like he's been rolled in dough.
Cage going back into that room. There is no stopping the Machine.
Because of that garbage, man. Wow, this is insane. I love this match.
Hang on, Mac.
Oh!
DDT'd on the stop sign. Remember, falls count anywhere. Mac's been sprayed with a fire extinguisher. Referee is down. 2. No!
Wow. Can we please get the ring out of here so they have more room to fight? Yeah.
And the Believers already bloodthirsty so early on. Folks, we have tonight, oh God, and 2 more hours of this brutality next week.
Dude, did you see what happened? He busted the board across his back. Oh my God.
How fitting is it that Mac is outside Dario Cueto's office. Mac coming back out with a cooler now. Tailgate time. Oh, and all those nice cooler lights on the floor. Vamp, sit down. You'll get yours.
Come on, man. I can't see. I'm going. See ya. I'm out.
And it looks like he's about to pop a Macweiser. Go on and get yourself some. Cheers to you, Mac. And cheers to you. Stunner! 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 God, the man has a family. Cover here. 2. No! No one ever kicks out of the stunner, damn it. We're having a great time here in the temple.
Man, I'm coming back for the action. I'm sorry I had to go crowd surfing.
Hang on. Oh, a glass bottle across Cage's head, and the Machine unfazed.
Wow. This is insane.
Falls count anywhere. If you're just joining us, this is Ultima Lucha, and there's so much more to come.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy, is this crowd electric.
This crowd is nuts. We've all known that Matt's been in many a street fight, but he's done pissed off the Machine, and you got to know something. When you call the Machine, you're going to destroy things, no doubt.
second here. Oh! The believers are out of their seats. This is Ultima Lucha. We're only getting started.
Wow. The building is on its feet. The walls are shaking.
Say what you want about Cage. His disrespect of Lucha Libre. His disrespect for the temple. But damn it, Cage is tough.
The walls are shaking. Them people are going insane. I've never seen this so far in the temple. Wow. You want to talk about lighting a fire under somebody's ass? Certainly done that.
And now Mac with the crutch, trying to get a leg up on Cage. Referee Rick Knox will stay with the Luchadors as best we can. And a big shout out to our camera crew. You guys have been great all entire season long. Thank you so much.
Dude, where are they going, man? This is just like so freaking me out.
High above now in the bird's nest. That is the top of Dario Cueto's office. Spine buster onto the garbage can. The basura has been taken out. No! Vamp!
Dude, I'm freaking out too, man. I don't know what brother, I need to take a shower or something.
What does it say about the athlete that is Cage, the machine?
What does it say about the warriors that both these guys are? Good God.
Oh, boy. Discus clothesline.
Talk about taking someone's head off.
It's almost safer where Mac is, and Cage realizes this and looks like he's going to pull Mac back into the peril.
No way, no way, no way.
No! Now Mac with an opportunity to show what kind of guts he's got.
This is insanely brutal. Listen to the crowd. Yeah! There's been a cement block, for Christ's sakes.
Dario promised that there would be weapons. That's the word Dario used, littered around the temple. And Dario has kept his promise. That cinder block looms ominously near the face of the Mac. Cage is victorious in the debut match of Ultima Lucha. These two risk life and limb. Up next, the Disciples of Death will look to finally stop the Cinderella story of our trio's champions, Team Havoc. Can Team Havoc defy the odds yet again, or is death at their door? We'll find out when Ultima Lucha rolls on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lucha Underground. The temple is hot tonight. This is Ultima Lucha, and let's take a look at the matches scheduled for next week's epic 2-hour conclusion of Ultima Lucha. First and foremost, the 7-way Gift of the Gods match, featuring Phoenix, Sexy Star, Aerostar, Bengala, King Cuerno, Jack Evans, and Big Rick. For weeks, these luchadors have been fighting for 7 Aztec medallions. Last week, Dario Cueto announced their importance. The winner of this 7-way match will win the Gift of the Gods. Whomever holds it has the power to request a Lucha Underground Championship match. High stakes.
Crazy. Takana will be fighting against Blue Demon. He's going to be defending the pride of his native Mexico, the man who stabbed him in the back, Blue Demon Jr. This is going to be intense, it's going to be violent, it's going to be very, very, very what it is. Lucha Underground at its finest.
But that's not all, is it?
It doesn't get any more personal than this. Two of the biggest stars ever in the history of Lucha Underground and Lucha Libre in general. Johnny Mundo against Alberto El Patron. Two ex-friends going at it tooth and nail. Violence, destruction, it's happening here in Lucha Underground.
That's right, and at Ultima Lucha, for the first time in nearly a decade, the demons that haunt Ian Hodgkinson return in the incarnation of the one they call Vampiro. At Ultima Lucha, in a zero fear match, Cero Miedo against the Dark Destroyer, the Breaker of Bones, Pentagon versus Vampiro at Ultima Lucha. And ladies and gentlemen, we culminate with this. Prince Puma meets his most dangerous challenger in his nearly 8-month-long reign as Lucha Underground champion, the man of 1,000 deaths, Mil Muertes. Mil is led by the haunting beauty of the flesh, the carnal Katrina, who would love to walk away from Ultima Lucha with all the gold, and Katrina's dark quest starts right now.
The following lucha is for the Trios Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, accompanied by Katrina, Barrio Negro, 13, and El Siniestro de la Muerte, the Disciples of Death.
This match for the Trios Tag Team Championship, it'll be Tornado Rules, so Dario Cueto bringing the excitement and the violence here to Ultima Lucha. We'll watch here this ceremony. Katrina raises the stone. The Disciples of Death unveil themselves.
Bro, look at these guys. They are darker, more sinister, more evil.
Well, these three will need to work as a cohesive unit to try and find a way to quell the dysfunctional wave of momentum that their opponents have been on.
And their opponents, they are the Lucha Underground Trios champions, Iblis, Angelico, and Son of Heaven.
These three, in spite of one another, have defied the odds and found ways to constantly retain the Trios Tag Team Championship. We alluded to the fact that this team is riding a wave of momentum. Vamp, you had some very interesting insight into this Trios Championship match.
Yeah, well, I got it from the Jake House, man, brother. A lot of things, but hey, man, you hang in, good things do happen. This is insane. I don't know what to say here except that I am a big fan of anything to do with death and darkness. I'm feeling it. But Iblis, he's just got that attitude, and your attitude propels the fans. The fans propel this team, and maybe that might be just enough motivation.
Well, Iblis's injury has constantly been something that opposing teams focus on. Let's get on this roller coaster and take this ride.
DOD versus Team Havoc, Lucha Underground Trios Championship when we come back next here on Lucha Underground.
Ultima Lucha rolls on. Don't you go away. Welcome back. This is Ultima Lucha for the Trios Tag Team Championships. The challengers, the Disciples of Death, with Katrina by their side, take on the champions, Iblis, Son of Havoc, and Angelico. Here we go. Remember, tornado rules, no tags in or out, and it's wise there. I believe that's Barrio Negro went right after Iblis.
Oh boy.
Barrio Negro, 13, and Siniestro de la Muerte. They make up the Disciples of Death. That's Barrio that has Iblis on his shoulder. 13 now moving in on Angelico.
Wow, bro, he does not care about that injury. You know what? In a sense, that's good, because everybody's kind of been babying her. Sorry to say it like it is, but hey, that's what you pay me for.
The Disciples of Death have taken their opponents to the perimeter of the ring. This is by design to isolate them. Here comes Angelico now. And Vamp, if we can break this down, I mean, obviously Angelico's height and his kicking ability always comes into play, but who do you give the advantage to here?
You know, this is almost like a 3-on-2 situation, actually 4-on-2 because of Katrina, but I just think because the fans are on their side, man, I'm going to have to give it to the dysfunctional team of Team Highland.
All right, we've talked about the 12th man here, the Believers, and their ability to will their favorites or their technicos on to victory. hit Ivelisse with the crutch, regardless of what he's wearing. That is evil, but back to the ring now. Crucifix, Son of Havoc, shoulders are down. Referee, no.
Wow.
You know, we haven't seen a title change hands here on Lucha Underground ever since the Trios tournament. So this would be a first here at Ultima Lucha.
Wow, look at Son of Havoc is just...
And Son of Havoc has quickly become a fan's favorite, a true underdog. And Helico adding to the pizzazz of Ultima Lucha.
Oh, she just whacked the guy in the face like, oh, she's beating his ass with a crutch. She's doing her part, man.
Nice, the Shuri knee sends Barrio Negro down. Standing shooting star.
You got him. What?
Double cover.
Oh.
And Sinestro de la Muerte breaks up the pin. Now the DOD back in control of this match.
He's got Evie by the neck,
Hang on a second. Ivelisse now.
Wow, yeah, she bit him. Good.
Ivelisse bit the hand of Sinestro.
And she chopped him in the lower abdomen region. Uh-oh.
Hang on here. Ooh, a submission here would relinquish the Trios titles.
Come on, help her out, help her out.
Now the Disciples of Dysfunction are being overtaken by the Disciples of Death.
Wow, these guys are just like...
The Disciples of Death right in Ivelisse's fate. And here comes Son of Havoc, fighting for everything he's got. And it almost seems that death is too much for this team of Havoc and Helico and Ivelisse.
They're hanging on by threads, brother. They ain't giving up. It's just like when it gets dark, they turn on the light and they're still in it.
Helico, and I believe that's Sinestro de Muerte.
Watch out, dude.
Go up against the wooden bleachers.
Man, I know what's coming, dude.
You know, there is a bit of ego in all of these luchadors. Everyone wants to have the Ultima Lucha moment. Everyone wants to do the one thing on the show that everyone talks about. Could this be that moment coming up?
Well, I would have to say that lately, Angelico has been Mr. Ultima Lucha moment, bro. Wow, what an exchange. Backdrop on the stairs. Holy God. Dude, I don't even know which way to look. I don't know where to go. I don't know who's going to come raining down bodies on me or what.
Action spilling out all over the temple. Of course, we kicked the night off with a Falls Count Anywhere match. We've set the tone.
Matt, get her away from me, man. Dude, I don't know where to go.
This is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Just the beginning of Ultima Lucha. Son of Havoc fighting off two of the Disciples. And now, Angelico is on top of the perch. Up high above here, the temple. Angelico, who has leapt off of everything in this temple. The sacrifices these luchadors will make. Everyone is down, and the Trios tag team titles hang in the balance. Who can get to their feet first?
Brother, Angelico is dead. Where's Katrina going?
From the heavens, Angelico came down, crashing upon death. Angelico bleeding from the mouth and nose. You wonder about internal injuries for this young man.
I don't think this kid really cares about if he wants to live or not.
Talking about Angelico, and now Katrina makes her way around and has fixed her gaze upon the vulnerable Ivelisse.
Where's Katrina going, dude?
Katrina now entering the ring. All of the luchadors are down. And as if the power begins to rise, so come the Disciples of Death. The higher the stone goes, their life force increases. But back to the ring, Ivelisse still's got some fight left in her. She calls herself the baddest bitch in the building. Let's see what you've got. Joey, I love you, baby. This one is for you. As soon as they get into it.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Katrina on the floor. Ivelisse fighting back. The stone has left Katrina's hands. The Disciples of Death are down. And Team Havoc now finds their opportunity.
Come on, man. Man, this is crazy. What's she doing?
Katrina has the stone again.
Raising the
now
dead,
Katrina raising the dead. Ivelisse knocked out by the stone of death. The cover is here. Referee is down. We have new champions.
Here are your winners and new Lucha Underground Trio champion, the Disciples of Death.
The Disciples of Death are the new Lucha Underground Trios champions with the help of Katrina.
Look at Katrina.
Perhaps the most provocative lick of death that we've seen, and it speaks volumes here tonight. As darkness falls on the temple, we begin to wonder if it will be a similar sight next week. Will Mil Muertes capture the Lucha Underground Championship? We're gonna find out in the 2-hour conclusion to Ultima Lucha. The believers in this temple tonight, folks, all season long, have been such an important part of Lucha Underground. Tonight, by order of our owner, Dario Cueto, for the first time ever in Lucha Underground, the believers will be physically involved in a match when they surround the ring, armed with leather straps. Now, for weeks, Hernandez has attacked Drago with a similar weapon, as well as mocked the believers for their faith in Drago. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the first night of Ultima Lucha, Drago versus Hernandez, Believers Backlash, it's next! Welcome back to Ultima Lucha. Next week, our 2-hour conclusion to this absolutely mega event. And Vamp, I want to do something that I don't know if I'm going to get a chance since you're going to the ring. I want to toast you for everything you've done this season. I want to toast the believers. Big thanks. Oh, that's so refreshing, so good. The Believers Backlash match is coming up. Vamp, your thoughts?
Good beer, brother.
We're having a good time. This is Ultima Lucha, and now it's main event time. Melissa, take it away. Salud.
The following Lucha is scheduled for one fall and is a Believers Backlash match.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you see the Believers making their way to the ring. If I could come up with facts and nicknames for all them, I would. But look at the smiles on the faces of these fans. They finally get the chance to take out their aggression against one of the most hated luchadors, one of the most hated rudos here. We're talking about Hernandez. It looks like the guy from Counting Crows is leading the parade. Hey, I know that guy.
There's my boy, the hot tub guy.
This is from the Last Real Heels podcast. There's handsome Timmy V. That might have been Jen Bloodsworth. I'm not sure. And look at everyone. They have the... There's Marco. Hot tub guy is here.
Hot tub guy's schooling it, dude.
These believers will surround the ring armed with leather straps. If a luchador exits the ring, the believers will have the opportunity to use the leather straps in whatever way they choose. This is the ultimate chance for the believers here tonight to have a direct influence on the outcome of a match. Not just any match, the main event of the first hour of Ultima Lucha.
Introducing first, from Houston, Texas, Hernandez.
Hernandez has been berating the Lucha Underground faithful for the past few weeks, constantly mocking their belief in their hero Drago. Hernandez has gone on to say that dragons aren't real and that their belief in Drago is going to be extinguished come Ultima Lucha. Van, your thoughts, because fans have been so important to your career.
Now, this straighten something out. He actually is insulting the whole philosophy and the mystical part of being a dragon. He's saying not only are you guys stupid and following this guy, but he's saying, hey man, never in history have dragons existed. Now, if you don't believe in dragons, you're not a real man.
Well, let me ask you something. The insurance waivers have been signed. Hernandez is free to hit back. How are one of these fans going to react to that?
No, they're not.
They're not going to react?
He can't hit back.
Why not?
He knows no way, bro. He's going to get his ass whipped.
I'm sorry, the insurance waivers have been signed.
Whoa,
the rules
well,
are
that
clear.
changes everything.
If the believers hit Hernandez, Hernandez has every right to hit back.
And his opponent from El Inframundo, Drago.
And here comes the luchador that has set the temple on fire. Drago was involved in hand-picking these believers amongst his believers down into the temple.
Wow, the place is on fire, man. This is going to be insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, a Believers Backlash match. It happens only here on Ultima Lucha. Drago versus Hernandez. Put the remote down. Our main event is next. Welcome back to Ultima Lucha. This is our main event. Coming up next week, our 2-hour huge Ultima Lucha, but Dario Cueto has decided to give us a present early. Here we go. Remember, of course, the rules. When a luchador spills out to the floor, the believers out there, the fans, the regular folk, have leather straps, and they can use them.
The way that Hernandez just flung him across the ring like a rag doll.
Hernandez is definitely going to have the power advantage here. Hang on, let's get a shot here. You notice the fans aren't whipping Drago, they're helping Drago. The believers coming to the aid of their hero. I guess it's safe to say that dragons are real.
Hernandez is pissed.
Well, now Hernandez realized that he doesn't have just one opponent, he has the entire temple. And here we go! That little fella packs a wallop. And Hernandez is on his horse. Ooh!
Yeah, we ain't hit nobody.
Look at the smiles on the faces of the believers. Hernandez calling for a timeout. Look at the red welts on Hernandez's head and face already.
Well, he's calling for it. He's just open.
The only reprieve for Hernandez is to get back in the ring where Drago awaits.
Yeah, man, he's getting his ass kicked 24/7 all over the place.
So now that the outside of the ring may be off limits for Hernandez, how does that change Hernandez's strategy?
Man, I don't know, man, because you told me he could fight back. He didn't fight back.
He didn't have an opportunity. Drago, beautifully done. Notice Drago opts to not go for the cover. This is personal here for Drago.
Yeah, man, he ain't going for no cover. He wants Hernandez to get whipped.
And Hernandez, who would normally look for some type of respite outside the ring, realizes he cannot roll out. And if he does, that guy's waiting for him.
Yeah, hot tub guy, dude.
Both Luchas on the floor. And now the hot tub is turned up to 106 degrees as Hernandez is taking a beating.
Brother, he better slow down. He's going to have himself a heart attack. He better open the fall on top of Hernandez. He's pushing like a bug.
I wonder what kind of review we're going to get out of the hot tub guide for this one.
Man, brother, look at
Great strap match here between Drago and Hernandez. Ooh. Folks, this is what Lucha Underground is all about. We promised you we'd be different. We promised you we'd be entertaining. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, you're not so tough without that.
Hernandez got a strap. Yeah, baby.
Look at the red marks on Hernandez's forehead. Hernandez may not think that dragons are real, but those welts on his back sure the hell are. Wow. Now the nickname given to Hernandez by Conan and adopted by the believers. I won't repeat it, but if you can hear it.
Look at his back. He looks like a roadmap. Brother, his back.
And Hernandez's brash, cocky way has really raised the ire of the believers, because underneath all of that ego is an incredible luchador, an incredible athlete in Hernandez. Very powerful as well, as evident by the picture on your screen.
Very cocky, bro.
Oh!
Very strong. Good Lord, is he powerful. Drago's dead.
Disrespect.
Is he even moving?
I hate Hernandez.
Hernandez opting not to go for a cover as well. Hernandez feels that if he beats Drago, he beats every single believer here in the temple and at home.
The fans, brother, Drago's not even moving, man. He just got schooled.
There's a lot of people that were not happy to see Hernandez come and compete here in the temple. Many of those people are here tonight, and they'd love nothing more than to see the end of Hernandez. Drago got the boot up. It caught Hernandez right in the abdomen, and here comes the dragon. Drago now goes to send Hernandez in. Hernandez still too strong. Drago ducks the clothesline and begins the assault. Drago now on the move. Nice DDT there. It looked as if Hernandez was going for a Samoan drop, but Drago was way too quick.
He's got him on the ropes, man. Go for the kill. Go for the kill, dude.
Notice Drago waits to get up, tries to let Hernandez establish position. Drago is counter-wrestling right here, and it seems to be working.
Using his legs like a tail whip, man.
Again, the whip. Drago goes over for the sunset flip, but Hernandez way too strong. The time is now
to get your ass kicked. Did I finish that sentence for you the right way? Of course I did.
Drago going for the slam. Definitely not going to get that. Could try for a small package here, but Hernandez too strong. Hernandez now has Drago over his shoulder.
With one hand.
Drago rolls out, is able to keep the legs, floats over. We've seen this before. Shoulders are down. Is this no?
Wow.
Hernandez just so big. Drago's not used to putting that move on guys that long, that tall.
Brother, he didn't hook his leg, man. What are you gonna do? He's outweighs him by 100 pounds, easy. But Drago's got the fans, brother. You can't go wrong when you got that energy on your side.
Now the strap hangers getting behind Drago, but it is Hernandez that stands tall.
Uh-oh.
Drago stuffed. Last ride. Razor's edge.
Wow. No.
Water toss. Oh!
Bowling for dollars, man. He just took out everybody. The fans
took out the believers with the crucifixion of Drago.
He took out everybody, man.
And now, amidst these remnants of humanity, Drago must find a way to make it back into the ring. The momentum of this match clearly in Hernandez's favor.
What was that?
The mist from the mystical one has changed the scope of this match. Hernandez has crashed and burned, and the looks on the faces of the believers tell you everything you need to know.
Just like from Constantine to stop the devil, Dragon's breath took him out.
Hernandez running for his life under the ring, and the believers are telling everyone, let's get this shot right here. Hernandez is gonna emerge, and let's see if he likes what's on the other side. While the believers look for Hernandez, Drago has found a table. Hernandez has yet to resurface.
Wow, brother, he got blinded by Dragon's death.
Remember, Drago is from La Inframundo. Oh! Listen.
Oh, this is getting
Drago has nunchucks, and this mob mentality is backing Hernandez right into Drago and his lair. The nunchaku sticks of Drago are waiting. Hernandez has no idea. Hernandez has a leather strap of his own, though. I told you he could hit back.
Watch out!
Oh, everything legal here. Oh, God.
Man.
The table that Drago set up earlier comes back into play. Senior official Marty Elias keeps a watchful eye as Drago goes high. Remember, this is Ultima Lucha. Remember the sacrifices that these luchadors will take for immortality. Wow. And the welts on Hernandez's back must be stinging now that Hernandez has been sent crashing through a table.
Thanks to an ancient weapon used by the Triads for an assassination move, Drago has taken out Hernandez.
And now Drago rolls Hernandez into the ring.
Oh, here we go.
Hernandez has been beaten by the believers. Drago with the exclamation point. Cover, leg is hooked. Drago victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing night. Give an assist to the believers here in the temple. The victory belongs to Drago. The first hour of Ultima Lucha is in the books, and history has been made.
And I've told you from day one, this is a family. And when you call on your brothers and sisters to go to war, here in Lucha will be backed up to the end.
The first night of Ultima Lucha has concluded with the believers getting what they wanted. Now, next week, Ultima Lucha continues with a special, groundbreaking 2-hour edition of Lucha Underground. So many personal issues will be settled. Someone will earn the power of the gift of the gods. Alberto El Patron finally gets Johnny Mundo one-on-one. Tejano and Blue Demon Jr. look to spill the blood of Lucha Libre for the pride of Mexico. And if that were not enough, Vampiro will leave commentary and come out of retirement to compete in a Cero Miedo match, Zero Fear, against Pentagon Jr. And last but not least,